Hi, and welcome to Wednesday Night Musicians Hangout with your host, Crash Fistfight from Hated Noise and Fatal Butterfly, and Maxine Maxwell from the Maxwells.
Happy Wednesday, everybody. It's so great to be back. Hey, all you beautiful people. Oh, thank you so much for joining us tonight. We've got an awesome guest for you tonight. And I'll go over our mission statement and we'll introduce her. So Musicians Hangout mission statement is to be part of a revolution to create friendships with other artists and build a community network to save music. And we have our friend, Allie.
Hi!
Allie.
Oh, I'm so pumped.
Woo! Allie, tell us a little bit about yourself.
I play drums.
You do?
No,
Tell us about your journey becoming a drummer.
yes.
Well, a long time ago,
Before the wind, before the snow?
in a little land called Smoky Point,
I was going to say Honolulu.
I was really bored. And I already knew how to play some instruments in band because I was a total band nerd back in the day. And what my husband says was, okay, still am. If you can be an adult band nerd, guilty. But
That's awesome.
I just-
I'm a band nerd too.
I wanted to learn to play drums, and there was too many drummers in band. So my teacher started teaching me, after school. And then one day, I think about the 8th grade, it was 8th grade, came to band class, and there was only one drummer. So he was like, guess you're up. You get to play drums now too.
Yes.
And that's just kind of how it happened. Band nerdville.
That's awesome.
That's
What other instruments did you play?
Oh. Ha ha, Law, that's not funny.
Did he say kazoo?
He said skin flute. He's being inappropriate. Law, their show is PG. It's not your show.
oh.
We're
Clarinet.
getting less PG the more we go into
We're
20.
like PG-13.
Okay. I played clarinet and bass clarinet. I played trombone, bass, baritone. I feel like I'm missing stuff. If you could hit it, I could play it. So that counts anything that's played with a stick. Xylophones, bells, timpanis, big drums, little drums.
But I love the timpanis. Yes, I did that for a concert band too. Yeah. That's awesome.
You
Allie.
guys
And I
got
was
up
the queen of marching band.
super early, and I'm just the old lady like coming in through the back door, just be like, "Hi."
I was
right
12.
place.
I was 12 when I was learning to play drums, and I was not
I was
good.
like 30 something when I started playing drums.
I was so bad when I first started learning to play drums that I annoyed myself.
Oh my gosh. I understand that. Yeah. I was 10 when I started. So yeah, I get it.
But
Well,
I've played
I
in
always
like
annoyed myself playing drums because I was like 30 something and I knew better. I had more rhythm than that.
Well, I've played in like a gajillion bands.
Yes, you have. Tell us about your bands.
Well, I'm in 2 right now.
Aren't
I'm in a
we all?
band called Digging for Change, which is kind of a mishmash of metal, punk, blues. We can't put a finger on our style. It's a pretty big mishmash.
I love it.
And Supersonic Battle Squad. And remember that band geek thing I was telling you about? Yeah, we're a bunch of comic book nerds that play poppy punk based around comic book stories, and it's fun. That is a very fun band.
I love that concept. That sounds like a lot of fun.
But I played in a band called Off Track for 10 years. And who else? Skyrain Heroes, Suburban Vermin. God, who else have I played drums for? Well, I played drums for everybody. Far From the Genuine, Swan 45.
Enema of the State.
Yeah, I was in a Blink-182 tribute band called Enema of the State.
Oh, hell yeah. You guys played a show together then, didn't you? Like, because you guys
we played so many shows together.
So
Andrea, Law, Andrea is approaching with your order. I gotta go send Law to get the DoorDash.
Go get DoorDash. Andrea's about to pull up.
Yeah.
Feed your wife.
No, you take that one over, Crash. You explain the kerplunk enema of the state collision.
Yes.
Okay. So a long time ago.
Yes or no?
I was in a band called Kerplunk. I played bass for them. We were a Green Day tribute band. Allie played for Enema of the State, which is a Blink-182 tribute band. And of course, they're kind of the same time frame, same kind of genre. So, and being a small-ish music scene, especially for tribute bands, we played a lot of shows together. We played at Uncle Sam's. We played, oh God, I can't even remember all the places we played together. You have them in the kennel. You have all the posters in the kennel, and every time I go to the kennel, it's like going down memory lane, just checking out the feeling, and it's awesome. And I'm like, oh yeah, I remember that show.
Law estimates that the ceiling in the kennel is covered with about 60% of the Law Dog shows. It's not all of them, just because we didn't think about saving flyers back in the day.
Right, yeah.
We didn't. Like, I have 1,000 flyers, but I look at them, I'm like, I know I'm missing like a few dozen flyers. And then, and here's the thing, like, how come we never put the year of the flyers? We need to start doing that, kids.
You said that before, and I agree. Yeah, it's never the year. And we should, because
it's hard to go back because you're like January 23rd. Great. What damn
year?
What year?
Been doing this a while. Remind me.
Right? Because some of these shows, to be fair, some of these shows we don't remember when they're done. The flyer's the reminder.
Right. Because we play so many shows that sometimes like our brain can't handle the capacity of all these shows. So we need little reminders of like flyers and stuff. And then you're like, oh yeah, I remember.
I used to play like 4 to 7 shows a week. I'm not going to remember all those.
Exactly.
That's intense. And that comes with being in a lot of bands at once. How many bands are you usually in? So you're in 2 right now. What's the most you've ever been in at once?
Holy cow. The most I've ever been in at once, I want to say 4, and it might have been 5.
Woo! That keeps you busy, girl. Well, you're already
Where'd the drink come from? Apparently, I ordered a drink from Arby's. I don't remember.
Well, good. You can join us. Cheers, my friend.
It's a big pink something. It's pink, whatever it is.
Oh, you got Arby's? Did you get the 3 pepper sauce? That shit's amazing.
Bronco berry? Oh, you can't have that those without that.
Try to enjoy this one.
Hey, everybody. Shout out to our chat room. We're getting some love. We love you too, guys. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you. And welcome, Johnny Ray Bays.
I didn't fucking order it.
That name always. I'm like, Johnny Ray Bays? Am I saying that right? Like, I'm kind of retarded, so.
It rolls off the tongue, kind of. Johnny Ray Bays.
Well, I have a friend. His name is Craig Cabana, and his wife, who is such a lovely woman. I absolutely love her. Her name is Amanda. And I knew her when I first met her. She was Amanda Ruddle. Now that her and Craig are married, now she's Amanda Cabana. And I just can't see them with the straight face. So, sorry, Amanda. I love you. Hi, Craig.
Well, and everybody out there, if you have questions for our guest, Allie, go ahead and put them in the chat, and we will make sure that she gets those questions. Oh, my goodness. I'm so excited to hang out with you girls. We've done shows together. We're part of the same scene. Allie, you do so much in the scene, and I'd like you to speak to that. I mean, you've done booking, you do recording. what don't you do? Like, you do everything. You're in bands, you do sound. That's how I met you. You did sound for my, let's see, second show in Tacoma. So I played the Tipsy Tomato the second time I ever got to play in Tacoma for New Year's. That's where I met Deadbeat Blackout. That's where I met Heart of Veil. And that's where I met you, too. And dang, girl, you did such an awesome job with our sound. I had no idea you played drums, too. When I found that out, it blew my mind. I was like, oh, my gosh, she's amazing.
She is
fangirling out, sorry.
What I don't do in the music scene, I do not play guitar. I am terrible at guitar.
Dude, I hear you. There's guitar.
Something I'm actually better at. Like, I can play power chords. What?
You are one up on me.
Strings.
Dude, it's just like bass, but with like a whole nother string. You just get it.
My hands don't want to do it.
No, this is my guitar. This is the
You gotta
extent.
do this. Well, yeah, Maxine's got the whole guitar ripped down.
That's all. Right
one note. She's just one note, just like.
There's 3 keys I use. I use 3. So you gotta switch it up, but it's not a string. This is the extent of what I can do with guitar.
Y'all need some Guitar Hero.
I can
Oh
relate.
my God, terrible. Terrible at that game.
That's because we can play real instruments.
Hey, Jake
Yeah,
says making him hungry.
Jake says that he's
Make me
asking how to cheeseburger.
Get
Well,
your drink.
number one, Jake, you're wrong because it's Arby's.
Well, it's a roast beef slider with Swiss cheese, and it's quite delicious.
Nice.
But I had just gotten off of work, and I fell asleep when I got home, and then I was really hungry when I woke up, and it was like 10 minutes before this interview, so I was like, DoorDash.
I gotta say this, and I'm gonna say this. The other night, I spontaneously got hungry after an activity. Not that activity, get your head out of the gutter.
Who does that? I'm married. I don't even know what that
I
is.
just know people, so I know where their heads are going. No, it's a different activity. Anywho, I really want a pizza. And with Domino's, if you buy so many pizzas, you get so many points and you get a free pizza. And they came out with this taco pizza.
Was it good?
I do not recommend it. Number one, I spent $20 on this stinking pizza and it barely tasted like taco pizza. I was disappointed.
You want taco pizza? Papa Murphy's. Make it yourself.
I'm going to do it in my own house. I'm a good cook. I have time. I was just, we'll say I was medicated and hungry.
That happens. Well, I got home from work and there's no food in my house because I need to go grocery shopping. So that's why I didn't cook tonight.
Oh, man.
But usually
everything's empty. Your fridge is empty. Cupboard's bare. Yeah, I got to get some food, man.
I had some hot dogs and some pickles.
I love pickles.
That's a weird combination, though.
I think it sounds great.
Pickles.
I got that.
Everybody, sometimes I'll have a hot dog and I'll put cottage cheese on my bun because I don't maybe have cheese. I didn't know how that was going to taste, but oh my God. Y'all I got to try that. So Johnny Rabe is asking, do you like SRV Hendrix stuff?
Stevie Ray Vaughan is the shit. Excuse my language.
You can see it. You just try to stay away from the F word.
Yeah.
I fail at that all the time. It's not like
I failed at that last week. I slipped. Like I said, 2020, going down the tube.
Right? And of course I like Hendrix. Hendrix did some revolutionary stuff on guitar. And, you know, he opened a lot of doors for guitar players in general, just bending the quote unquote rules of what you could do with a guitar.
And I'm just gonna say this, ladies. He really opened up the door for African American, more, I guess, rock players, because he really did something completely different in his era. Like, he took guitar playing to a whole nother level.
Yeah, he was like
Oh,
the Chuck Berry of his era, definitely. You know.
My friend Jeremy, he's like, "Did you say shit?"
He said shit.
Maybe I might have said it. If anybody listens to my show, we say a little bit worse than that sometimes.
You can say anything except for the F word, and like I said, I fail at that constantly.
Yeah, we slip at it. We just try to keep it family friendly for the bands that have kids that watch.
Oh,
But
well.
we don't
You must
claim.
have came from a nice, wholesome family, Maxine.
I did. I'm from North Dakota. I'm from the hills, man. Like 20 miles from anyone. I grew up in the middle of nowhere.
Well,
And
my
I
dad's
drums. I learned to play the drums because I was bored.
my dad lived in Minot for 2 years
Oh yeah, Minot.
because his dad was in the Air Force. So
Yeah, I was just gonna say he must have been in the Air Force. They were, told when they were transferred to North Dakota that there was a girl behind every tree.
Wait a minute.
yeah.
So there's a place in North Dakota called Why Not?
Minot, yeah, Minot.
Why not?
If we say
I think they should change their name to Why Not? Why not North Dakota?
There's an inappropriate joke about why Minot is named Minot, but we won't go there.
Yali is right. True.
So our lovely friend Angie, she is like,
Why? Okay.
Get her
Why am I not surprised?
I don't remember that. It must have been really fun. And
Well,
we're gonna
here's the thing.
that,
Okay.
right?
Atrocity Girl almost broke the internet.
Girl is on the show, so
Oh, on your show. Yes.
Atrocity Girl almost broke the internet on my show. It was quite the hoot.
yes, I love this story so much right now.
At one point, Johnny had the horse head on and was drinking beer through the horse head.
Yes.
Johnny, I was like this close to doing that on Saturday, but instead, I ran around with my bra on.
That would have been amazing because it was a unicorn party on.
Instead, you ran around in your underpants. It's okay.
Huh.
And I signed your buttocks.
Oh yeah.
Your butt.
Oh yeah. I completely forgot about that until the next day, and I'm looking up my.
God, you didn't remember it.
No, and then I look at my messenger. I'm like, what? So I go in the bathroom. I'm like, ha!
Went on the toilet seat.
Hilarious.
What's that on the toilet seat?
It was Sharpie.
Signatures. They're still there, and I keep taking showers, but they just won't come off.
Yeah, I've never signed someone's butt, so you're the first.
That's great.
Huh. Only at the kennel.
What happens at the kennel might have to stay at the kennel.
Or it might be talked about on a friend show.
You never know. Or it gets put on the internet and you hope you don't get fired. That's happened many of times.
Forever.
Every time one of our guests tops another guest, we're like, we are so fired. And then
And
the
they're like,
president
no.
of NWCZ, he'll be all like, you are absolutely not fired. You broke the internet with that one.
Yay, that's awesome.
Just when we think we can't say anything, worse, someone does.
So our good friend Angie, she is asking, how's the left foot playing going? We were just talking about that.
The left foot playing is going pretty well. Like I said, it came along faster than I anticipated. And actually last night, Supersonic Battle Squad had a full practice and I was able to play for the whole thing. And it doesn't hurt, and it's not as sloppy as I anticipated it would be.
I'm telling you, because you play double kick, so like your brain is on. Plus, I mean, how many paradiddles have you done in your life?
I sleep paradiddles. They just come out.
Well, there's you know,
So
a lot to
that
say.
works for the hands and feet.
You know, like your natural rhythm's gonna pick up for you.
I do paradiddles on my kicks too. Like if I'm going to do them with my hands, I might as well do them with my feet, and that helps.
Mm-hmm.
You're
Like,
very ambitious.
Your top from your bottom and your left from your right. I'm a weirdo though.
Look at you and all your ambition. I just hit stuff.
I
Oh,
hear
that's
you.
my favorite part. Is hitting
Meat
stuff.
and potatoes and hit it. That's my motto. Tell us a little bit about your drum kit, Sally. I know you have like 100.
Actually, I discovered this the other day because we're going through a lot of our stuff and rearranging. I have 6 drum kits going back to the very first one I ever got.
I'm still playing the first one I got.
And I have my favorite kit out of all my kits is my old trusty PDP. Crash, you just played that kit Saturday. I love that drum kit. She's getting a little tired, but that one she's played probably 1,000 shows at least. And
That's awesome.
it's an old PDP FS series from before DW had Pacific.
Oh.
And really, it's a studio drum set, but I used it for everything back in the day. And my thing is I buy 5-piece drum kits, and that second rack tom never gets used. It just gets thrown in the corner.
Huh.
So I have a stack of those. Get out of my food, kitty.
Oh.
It's that sandwich, kitty.
Tony's already putting all of the drums together in her mind.
Oh, yeah. I'm like,
my sandwich, kitty. She's trying to steal my food.
spoken like a true Cartman.
Yes.
But yeah, I do play a 5-piece kit, but it's a rack tom and 2 floor toms, which is a little bit different than most people use.
It is really weird Saturday using 2 floor toms.
Mm-hmm. That would be
usually I just use the one, but in my band Heated Noise, like
I play faster without the second rack tom.
Piece. I use a kick, a tom, and a snare.
Ooh, we got a question from Angie. Boom. What about cymbals?
What about cymbals?
How about your
cymbals? Well,
you have that crazy one with all the holes in it. I absolutely love
that's a new one that I just got from Chris from Coffin Smasher, actually. It's a Sabian, what is it called? A Sabian Ozone, and it's kind of a cross between a Crash and a China. It's a very interesting sounding cymbal.
I giggled every time I hit it. Like,
they're fun. Try them. Yeah, they're fun.
Typically, I use a 20-inch ride. I would say the most consistent thing about my cymbals is that I use an 18-inch crash ride on the right side that I bash the heck out of all the time. But I'm a Zildjian girl. I know some people are into their Pisces or their Sabians or Sultones. I'm a Zildjian girl. Yeah, that's good too.
I definitely am a nail girl.
But yeah, I've been a Zildjian girl with Evans G2 heads. That's typically what I use.
Yes, the
3 yes.
Oh, I am definitely a G2 girl for sure.
They're more expensive, but they sound great. Yeah. Yeah. And I just got some good, I guess Diodario is also kind of, in bed with Evans, and they're helping out with their drum heads now and different types of drum heads. So,
well, that's who makes Evans. Yeah. That my G2 series is Diodario.
Yeah. So, I mean,
Angie's like, hell yeah. Hashtag Evans.
Evans. Mwah.
Oh, yeah. I do have a drum kit that has Remos on it, but it's because it's the one that the boys beat on all the time, and those pinstripes never wear out. So,
yeah, my travel kit has them.
Yeah.
Remo is not bad. It's just they're not my favorite.
No,
they don't. They don't sound the same. They don't have as warm of a sound.
They really don't.
But yeah.
Hey, you have a sponsorship. Scorpion.
Yes.
Yeah, talk about that.
Scorpion Percussion. They're a drumstick company out of Chicago, Illinois. And when I was drumming with Suburban Vermin, we got sponsored by Dirtbag Clothing.
I know that dude.
That's right.
And Scorpion Percussion. And they make all of their drumsticks by hand. Like they hand spin them. They're not machine made. And they're made out of weapons grade hickory, and you can get your own size specifications made. Like I use a Acorn Tip 7A with it's got a
I love Acorn.
originally the prototype had like a rubbery type grip, kind of like Zildjian dipsticks.
Okay.
But we changed it. It's like lacrosse tape, kind of.
Oh.
Hold on. I'll go get some.
Oh, yeah. She does have a pair.
Yeah,
She has a pair of my prototype signature series.
Oh, I saw those. Yeah.
The first run that I did. But yeah, that's pretty cool. I mean, a drumstick specifically made for you, and they're very durable. I usually wear them out before I break them.
Oh.
Very rarely do they break. They're quite durable, but I mean, I don't know what he's cooking, Law, but it looks delicious.
That's right. You're watching Iron Chef, right?
Is in the background, yeah. He's cooking some kind of bacony fried goodness.
Yeah.
Oh, there she's got a set right there.
There we go. Yeah. Talking about food again. Drummers love food. We really do.
Yeah.
That's because we use so much energy and stuff that we have to eat. I eat while I'm behind the drum kit a lot.
Been there, done that. I don't know what you're talking about. I never eat. Mm-hmm.
Been there, done that, but I mostly drink.
I'll never do anything. I don't know what I'm talking about.
No, I boom, always.
Oh, yeah.
I don't eat as much because I have to sing and drum, but oh yeah, I'll be drinking and drumming for sure.
Yeah, no, it sucks when you burp while you're trying to sing.
I know it does when you have the
That's
microphone.
when you have to burp and then you have to drum.
Yeah, well, I'm always like, time for my backup vocal. Oh,
I feel better.
We're punk and metal. We can burp whenever the hell we want.
cat. That's a cat named Punk.
Well, hello, Punk. Did you hear?
Oh my god.
Meow.
I was just petting that kitten face just on Saturday. He's got such a long face.
Yeah.
I remember when he was a kitten.
Pretty
Kitty.
What up?
I could be. Oh, where'd everybody go? There we are.
Stay with us. We're with
Oh,
you.
crap.
The cat tried to push buttons. Sorry.
That's awesome.
Punk.
That actually
does
happens
that.
to me in class. I'll all of a sudden lose my class because I'm teaching online. And
Yeah.
all of a sudden the screen will go blank and I'm like, everybody's still there? Oh, okay. Yeah, they're still there. So I can find them. It's just like, oh no.
We're all learning the distance learning thing together.
Oh my God. It's intense, man. It really is. But,
I'm okay with COVID going away now. It can
yeah.
go
Right.
home.
I was okay with that in April.
8 months ago.
Yeah.
I was, I guess, fortunate enough that I got COVID when it first came through.
Yeah, right. I think we had it too. I really do. We got super sick after our New Year's gig together. We were sick. And like people who attended that concert were super sick. So we think we got a touch of that COVID at the beginning of the whole cycle of it.
Well, my doctor didn't know what it was, but I was sick for 2-3 weeks, and it was nothing that I had ever had before. And then as soon as they announced the COVID and talked about the symptoms and all that,
You're like,
yep, that's what I had.
check. All the way down that
Yeah.
one. Yeah.
I ended up going to the ER for a different reason in, what was that, May, Law? I got a concussion at home, and they asked if they could do an antibody test because of my COVID history. And I was like, sure. And I had the antibodies. So I'm like, all right, got that out of the way. So,
Man, I should go see that. I'm super nervous because, it hasn't been that long ago that I went into remission with my cancer. So I've been trying to be super cautious, but at some point, like I just need to live my life a little bit.
Yeah, you do. And I get you. You've been here. You've been to alleys.
I've been everywhere.
Both of these spaces.
Well, it sounds like I've been to a whole lot. Okay, so there's been like 4 places I've been.
Yeah.
I also use a lot of Lysol in the kennel, so
my band's house and my band's house. So like 4 outside my house. And
you're 100 bands. I don't want to hear it.
I do too have bands.
I have 46 cats. You're in 100 bands. It's just what we did.
I'm only in 2.
She was in 3 at one point this year, though.
Yeah.
Yes, I was.
Yeah.
And I might be sitting in for a band, but just sitting in because their drummer is broken right now. So.
Yeah, that never works. You're never temporarily the drummer. I have temporarily been the drummer in like 6 bands in my life.
I told the guys from the GAT, like, I cannot commit to this project. I have other projects that I am very committed to, but I will help you guys keep your chops up because, I mean, the guys need to practice, and let's face it, sometimes guys need a metronome.
Well, we need something to do during this whole COVID thing too. What better way to process everything going on than to let loose with some music?
I've just been eating too much food and I gained a bunch of weight. So
the COVID-19 pounds. That's what I've heard. A lot of people, if they've gained weight over. I gained weight, but I started working out last month, so I'm trying to get it back down because got that COVID-19 belly there too.
I don't know.
I was gonna work out
on me, like, because it wasn't that long ago. It was 2019 that I went into remission, so I was still really low, like 95 pounds.
Well, I hope you get there, but this is 8 years of remission. It starts to grow on you.
Oh, I'm totally okay with that though, because it's also winter and I need the insulation. I do not like being cold.
No. This Norwegian doesn't like the cold at all.
Yeah, me either. I'm a Norwegian, Swede, Icelandic.
I'm also part Norwegian from my Grammy's side. My Grammy's
and even Andrew's like, COVID-19 pounds all over my hips. Yeah.
Well, yeah.
You know what, girls? You all are beautiful. Like, so we,
we are gorgeous.
Gorgeous.
I gotta hide my sandwich. The kitten showed up.
Oh my God. Okay, so let me tell you this. I have a cat. His name is Chase, but I don't call him Chase. I call him Kitten Face. Kitten Face. I love my Kitten Face.
Oh, there's a kitten.
My God, look at that little baby Kitten Face. Oh,
little baby.
So the other day, yesterday, for breakfast, I was having vegetable lasagna. And I'm sitting here just eating, and Kitten Face comes up and he starts doing this. Hey. Hey.
Yeah.
And the next thing I know, he's like hanging the damn lasagna off of my fork into his damn fat mouth.
Oh, the cat is stealing my food.
As we talk about our COVID-19, my dog gained COVID-19 pounds too. He's a big boy now. He's fat. We got to get him
Yes, he was fat. I was off of work for 6 weeks because of COVID.
Yeah.
And Jasper got fat.
It's because you're like, have a little treat. Oh, have a little off of Mama's breakfast.
He had whatever I was having, and he was eating twice a day instead of once a day, and he got round.
I remember when he was round.
He's round too, but he's round as well.
Ragnar, you cannot have my Arby's. No,
oh my God,
not Arby's.
Ragnar?
Ragnarok is my Arby's.
Well, and my God,
I love this person already.
I watch your little live feeds on your cooking all the time. You're always coming up with something amazing, Allie. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, but I'm officially out of groceries.
We need to like trade some recipes, girlfriend, because there's some stuff that I really want to make of yours, and I'm sure there's something in my artillery that you're gonna want. I make a really good taco casserole.
Mm.
I'm really into this taco stuff. If
I
you guys
love the cat. The cat's like, yeah.
like taco pizza. Oh, and I don't know if you
You're making
don't
that.
get the taco pizza from
It's punk.
Domino's. Just don't do it.
Cute.
Look at this.
He's
See
eating
him
the
attacking
pizza.
that? He said, cheese. This could very easily turn into a cat episode. Just throwing that out there.
We're okay. We encourage fur babies online. It's exciting to share our pets. They are part of our family. They're part of who we are.
Yeah. Well, there's a lot of cats.
Oh man, it's like there's a cat. There's
I
like
think we're 46.
there's 6 fucking freaking cats. Bad
To
crap.
be fair, it's not actually 46. It is 7. But just like children, they feel like there's a lot more than there really is.
There's only 7. I swear to God, every room you go in, there's like 5 cats.
No, it's the same 5 cats.
They
I
follow.
was just gonna say, I don't know if it's the same 5 cats. They like to follow me a lot.
Well, and I
But,
have
like,
Chris's
every time I
Chris's
turn
cat.
around, there's like a new cat, and I'm just like, well, where the hell did you come from?
What Christmas cat? Tell me what you got a
Chris
cat.
from Coffin Smasher, when he
Oh,
was
Chris's
moving,
cat.
when
Is
he
that
was
the cat?
moving,
Oh,
his wife is allergic to cats, and so
Oh.
we have his cat currently.
Well,
okay.
which one's that one?
That's the huge one, the big, huge, fluffy one.
Aw,
Did you meet Jax? I'm
There's
talking, he's
a bunch of
gigantic.
big, fat, fluffy cats at your house, so you gotta be
No,
more.
no. There's what? One big, fat, fluffy one and one smaller, fluffy one.
Crash, how much were you drinking?
It's probably the
No,
same
it's
cat.
every time I go over there, there's like,
one
oh my
cat.
God, there's like more cats. Oh my God, there's like 50 cats over there.
But
Okay.
yeah, no, Chris's
Yeah,
cat
right.
is like Chris's cat's like a 23-pound Norwegian forest cat. He's gigantic.
That's a big boy right there.
What color is he?
My Maine Coon, man. My Maine Coon's almost 20 pounds. That's a big cat.
He's like tabby colored, but with long hair and a white chest. You saw him. He probably followed you to the bathroom.
Oh, yeah, that guy.
That big
That guy.
fluffy cat.
When I opened up the bathroom door, he was like right there, and I'm like, well, hello.
He's like, hey, I heard
Can I help you with
my
something?
mom. I heard my mom signed your butt.
This was before that. Before that. That wasn't
What
until
drummers
many
do?
months later.
Oh, now I'm tracking. Okay, thank you for that.
What drummers do after dark is
Is what we
scary
do
sometimes.
after dark.
Shh, don't tell the people. Not everybody knows.
Special breed of people we are.
Yes, the voodoo. That
Oh, we are a special breed of people.
it's
Look
true.
at you guys in shiny mugs. I have a bottle.
Oh yes, we have Kappa.
We have Kappa.
We
Skippy
need
blood.
to get you a copper cup so you can be one of the copper cup goddesses with us.
The Copper Cup kids.
Well, my guitar player last night went to go drink the water, like that water, out of the Dr. Pepper bottle on the pool table. As he went to go drink it, I was like, Brian, that's not water. And he was like, no, it's not. That is vodka. And I was like, yes, it is vodka.
Oh my!
You're
Now that's
welcome.
water.
Guess who that was from?
Fine right there. Good water right there. Yeah.
Guess who brought the Dr. Pepper?
Yeah, good job, Crash. Thank you for the Dr. Pepper.
The water.
That is drummer water.
Saturday.
It is. I call it sticking fluid.
There you go.
Saturday
My
sounded
husband is-
like it was really fun, you guys. It was really fun. I got to be part of the after party at the Zombie Unicorn Fatal Butterfly concert that was presented by The Kennel.
And Lodge Dog.
It was amazing. So, yeah, super fun times, guys.
Oh God, it was a blast.
Speaking of the Law Dog, he's right there. He's playing Forge of Empires.
Oh, yeah.
Where was he playing?
Forge of Empires,
Oh.
right? It'll quickly turn into Madden football soon.
Oh, yes, that's time for that soon, yes.
I am more of a God of War.
Are you okay, friend?
Oh.
I just
Alright.
spilled Angry Orchard on my Tookus.
Oh.
Oh, that's a waste of time. All right.
Sorry,
Yeah.
a little bit. There's still more left.
I feel
No
like
drinking and
that's kinda
sleeping, people.
Damn, I love cider, man.
that's a bad, like party foul.
Sadness.
It was just a sploosh, and now it's all over my Tookus.
Bottoms from the cider.
And now it's all over your buttocks.
Apple cider buttocks.
Drinking in bed, man. It's dangerous sometimes.
Seriously.
Apple cider buttocks by Ben and Jerry's.
So I wanted to talk a little bit about your matching tattoo, Crash and Ellie. Tell everybody a little bit about that. We talked about that on Saturday at the after party, but I want to highlight that live because
I'm gonna try to get it in the shot.
Yes.
It's backwards land. Backwards land.
I'm trying. I can't twist my arm like that.
I know. I had to like grab it and I'm like pulling it over.
You have
There.
the
Can we see it yet?
same tattoo. I see it, Allie. Same tattoo, same arm, not planned. They did not plan this.
No,
They
this was
did
years
tattoo
apart.
on the same arm.
Years apart.
Oh,
Between the. Yeah, I mean,
Same
I
arm.
don't. It's the same arm, almost the same spot. Mine's on the bottom of. Mine's on the forearm. Hers is on the top of her arm.
Kind of top side. Ish.
I have a bow tie, a Chevy bow tie on the spot where she has the ribbon, but
ooh, Chevy is the best, my friend. I have a Camaro hiding out in the garage.
Oh yeah, well I go to Ford Explorer, so
I don't want to talk about your Ford Explorer, woman.
yeah, me either.
Postponing the unicorn party.
Hey, it was not my fault.
Unicorn Party came through and was pretty awesome, though.
It
Anyway.
was awesome. It was so much. I felt like it could have been it was way funnier this last time than it could have been the first original.
Hey man, those chicken wings from Spuds that Joe bought, I had heartburn for days after I ate those.
Oh my!
Oh,
Jasper, roast beef.
And
Jasper, roast beef.
Angie's rocking the Stella cider right now.
Stella
The Stella cider is delicious.
is good.
Oh, I bet it is.
Two Towns, and Finn River are my jam, man.
Well, Stella Artois, like just the regular beer is just damn delicious. Like no one can imagine what the apple cider's like.
Oh geez, I gave the dog a piece. Now the cat wants some.
Oh, of course, domino effects.
You want it? You want it?
Hence the COVID-19 for everyone, fur babies and humans. Like,
Why? Because of DoorDash.
so Ellie, what are your favorite bands? Who do you listen to?
Like locally, I
Tell
listen
me everybody.
to.
You can talk about local. You can talk about famous. Anybody. Who do you listen
When it
to?
comes to famous bands, I have the most eclectic and schizophrenic Spotify you'll probably ever hear.
I've heard that. I've heard it at the 56 liquor store. In fact,
Yeah,
it went from like Devil Driver to Backstreet Boys.
yeah.
Boom, boom.
You never know what's going to happen.
I was like, oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, you're like, this is happening. Well, I mean, especially if you listen to my drumming, I've listened to a lot of Blink-182 before,
Oh yeah.
all of their stuff, and their spin-off bands.
Boxcar Racer.
I was really into, late 90s, 2000s rock, post grunge.
Oh,
So, I mean, Linkin Park, Korn, Limp Bizkit, I used to get in trouble for listening to because they said dirty words.
Chocolate Starfish and the Hot Dog Flavor Water is still my favorite album.
It's a pretty decent one.
It's
And
pretty
then, of course, you got your Metallicas and your Led Zeppelins. And I listen to a lot of stuff.
I respect that. I listen to a lot of stuff too.
And locally, I love Atrocity Girl.
Oh, I
hope
love
their album comes out soon. Sin Circus. See, Coffin Smasher's pretty good. If you haven't heard them, you should check them out. They're always getting better.
Coffin Smasher played from one of our live streams.
They did, but we did not have that whole thing figured out.
Yeah, the connection was rough, but
they're better now.
That they play at the kennel at Allie's house, it would be a lot better.
They play there twice a week, and we're working on doing an actual live stream.
Gotcha.
Right.
Good deal.
Probably think about doing a live stream for musicians. Hang it.
Well, as you figured out on Saturday, it's a lot of work.
I know.
And
it is.
Just when you think you're done, you're not done.
No.
It's true.
Jasper, now you're staring at my sandwich.
He's like, you going to finish?
Of course he is.
I know there's cheese on that.
I know you love me, Mama. You're going to share with me.
He's still mad because this morning I didn't stop at 7-Eleven and get him Slim Jims on the way to work.
Oh my, does he get gassy from those? My doggy would, but he's a bully. So maybe Jasper's not as gassy as mine.
Oh my God. I can imagine like even trying to give Popeye, my bulldog, like anything like that. Oh God. His farts could set hair on fire as it is.
I know. That's
like,
Buddy's got
Jasper loves pepperonis. But he usually eats pretty healthy.
Jasper.
If you get rid of the beer and the pepperoni, other than that, Jasper eats pretty well. He eats grain-free.
Oh, yeah.
He very much enjoys salmon anything.
Now, let me tell you a little something about Jasper.
Good taste.
Jasper, that dog, loves his damn beer.
I've heard, yes.
I'm not even kidding you.
I've heard from several.
He's like, what, beer? Where you got beer for me? And he like will follow you around until you're like, oh my God, here, how's some beer? But he's
top of the top, man. He hears that can open.
It's on like Donkey Kong. He's like in your face. Can I have some beer? Can I have some beer? Can I have some beer? Can I have...
This is not a joke, Maxine. He'll be like, that beer's for me, right?
I've heard, like I said, I've heard from several people. I've heard from Crash. I've heard from Hecate. I've heard from her band. Like I've heard from a lot of people that have been in the kennel that Jasper loves beer.
He does.
That's an understatement. He counts how many beers like, that one's mine.
He's disappointed at the moment because all we have is PBR.
Well, that's not a bad beer, but
and that's not his brand. He's like,
That's
excuse me,
hilarious that he
this is not Rainier.
He's a Rainier kind of guy.
Yeah, and that is Jason Verman's fault.
Haha, Jason's fault. That's awesome.
He's like, he opened one day, and Jasper was begging him, and he didn't know that I give my dog beer, and he gave him some, and after that, he was like, ooh, Rainier pretty good.
Rainier's way better than that crap my mom's been giving me.
Yeah, Tuesday night's beer night for him.
Yeah. Right back.
Yes.
I got to fill my drink.
Hey, it's freaking Wednesday. It's been a weird week, and it's Veterans Day. So, skull to all the veterans out there. Thank you for everything you do. Thank you for everything you have done. And thank you for all the future shit that you're going to do.
Yeah.
Oh, my friend Maddie is in the chat room. He's like, hi, Crash. Hi, Maxine. Hi, Maddie.
I'm being attacked by a cat again.
Welcome to Female Drummers Night. Being attacked by cats.
That was the end of the Arby's, so he'll leave me alone now. No, he
I-
won't, you ginger baby.
I had a hair in my eyeball, and it was really.
Well, I feel like a crackhead because my pain medication for my foot is wearing off and my face is itching.
So you're like,
So I touch my face every 2 minutes, and
you did
it's
it.
weird.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
So speaking of little ginger baby here,
Ooh,
get him a shot.
yeah.
Little ginger baby there, and the 56th Street Saloon.
Oh,
The,
yeah.
Pam, the owner of the 56th Street Saloon, is the one that gave me Sir Ginger Baby.
Oh, my God.
she's a sweetheart. I love
I
Pam.
love her.
Pam gave me Mr. Ragnar. He was so tiny when we got him.
So people give you cats. Now I know what to get you for Christmas, my friend.
No.
No,
I'm
no,
kidding.
no.
I'm kidding.
We just acquire them. We literally have one that just showed up one day and won't leave.
Right?
It's not even a joke. She just showed up. She kept showing up and getting food, and we'd pet her and whatever. And then one day my front door was open and she came in, and now she lives here.
Dude, that's awesome. Sorry,
But to be fair, I live with an old man who's retired, and the cats keep him company. So
Oh, and he is such an amazing old guy, too.
they know you're not the old man that's retired, Law.
I know your damn uncle.
Crash is next to your uncle.
Looks just like Law, except shorter.
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
Uncle Doug.
Yes.
That's awesome, you guys.
I'm trying
He
to
is a
remember
better
your band.
man.
Digging for change.
So,
Oh
Ellen,
gosh, that band.
we've talked about your bands. We've talked about your show. Tell us a little bit about your recording. So you record bands too.
I do. I do have a recording studio that has steadily grown over the last few years. We charge by the song, not by the hour, because I would rather just give you a product that you can use and enjoy than, potentially give you something you can't use, which I've seen before too. But yeah, I mean, it started when I was in Far From the Genuine, and we were recording our own demos. And it went from there. Like once, we figured out how to do it with the proper, mixing boards, and then I upgraded mics and software over the years. And yeah, it just started out as silly demos in your living room with electronic drums and grew into actually recording bands and mixing music.
That's
And it's
awesome.
fun.
And you are really
I
good
gotta
at
bring my board over so you can show me how the hell to use it.
I can
You
try.
are so good at it too, Allie. I just got to say, so a little bit about last week. Let's talk about that. So Crash was scheduled for a Women in Audio presentation on drum mics, and she had a family emergency. So Angie Megan, who is part of that group, who actually founded that group with
Her and I both did.
with Crash.
Yeah.
And
She's the main girl, though. She's
she
amazing.
reached out to
Freaking
me
love her.
to go over that presentation, and I just felt wrong doing that because my husband and I do that together. So I'm more of the listening in and tweaking. I'm not the mic person. He is. So I just felt wrong doing that. And also I was working and I didn't know how late I'd be at the school. So I just threw your name out there. I'm like, get a hold of Allie Hannah, and you freaking rocked it. You blew it away. I was like, yes.
Yeah, I was like,
Then she
what do you
messaged
want me
me,
to
you
do?
owe me big time. I was like, I know, but
she was like, what do you want me to do? And or I was like, what do you want me to do? And she's like, okay, well, I have this this audio engineer who's going to explain different microphones and different softwares and stuff like that. And then I would like you to show what you do and a generalization of how to set up microphones and what they do. So I was like, oh, cool. And a lot of what she was saying coincided with how I do things, which made, so it kind of worked out because a lot of people were like, oh man, she's using $1,000 microphone.
You were the better person for that because I don't know shit about my microphones.
You were
I
like the
don't know where to put them.
if you have this or if you have that, or if you're in a garage, if you're in the corner of a room, like you had all of those layers for, in this time where we are all quarantined mostly at home, we needed that information for recording at home. So I thought it was great. Well,
Yeah, you were the way better candidate. I mean, sorry, Angie, she really was.
Oh, you mean besides you? You're amazing too. You're just on your first.
I don't know shit. I mean, this is a microphone. It goes in your kick.
I need a guinea pig band. That's all I'm saying. And I can do some demonstrations on the different DIY recordings.
Yeah, Allie's done this for years, where
Right, and I'm just learning, so I don't know shit about it.
That's okay. Everybody starts their journey at a different time. It was just amazing to have Allie part of that because,
She was a way better candidate in the beginning.
I don't mind sharing my methods or techniques because I had an audio engineer when I first started getting into this that didn't want to share any of his methods or secrets, and it ended up being an issue because he wasn't always available. And so Law and I had some recording experience from before just from being in studios. And so once I had figured out how to use the different audio and then us taking over our radio show after we learned from Mike Renville from NWCZ Radio showed us how to do our show ourselves because the schedule for that studio started getting packed and he knew we had a studio at home. And we just built it from there. I learned how to do one track that sounds good and then started to layer multiple tracks and then, different filters to use. And experimentation is the key when it comes to microphones, especially if you're doing drums.
Yeah, and that's where I'm at right now. I'm just experimenting as to where to place them, what sounds good, what sounds bad. It's a lot of trial and error, honestly.
It is. And I'm never happy with my drum sound. I got one demo done that I was really happy with, and it was the Death Tax EP, and it was supposed to be their scratch tracks. And I did a little happy dance because I liked the drum sound so much. Because I didn't have to do anything to it.
Hell yeah, that's the best when you have it just set just right so you can just throw down a bunch of songs.
That's my favorite.
Yeah. Get those drums.
Every time I hear myself on drum, I want to go and redo all of that.
You can ask any of my bandmates. I am a pain in the rear in the studio because
I am too. I get it.
I just don't really like recording and I get really anxious because I want it to be right. And all of a sudden I don't remember my songs.
Oh.
And I screw them up and I throw things and I yell.
I guess all drummers are alike. I love you. Cheers.
And then Shad Woodman from Decade Studios. Shad Woodman from Decade Studios, in collaboration with Law, figured out that the key to my drumming success is bourbon. And it's a magic amount because if there's too much, then there's a happy medium. And once I've had it, the tracks just flow out and they're fine and everything's fine and everything's done and go home, we're done now.
That's the way I like it. Hit it and quit it. Mm-hmm.
Oh,
yeah.
It's so
Lawn
easy.
Shad.
Skull.
I don't know what they're making, but it looks disgusting, by the way. It's herring. I should like herring, but I don't.
And plums? Gross.
Yeah.
Gosh, you're making me want cider. I'm going to get some cider for next week. Mm-hmm.
I was actually looking for pineapple cider tonight, and I didn't have
Oh,
it.
the 2 towns.
Ace makes a delicious pineapple cider.
Oh, Ace has one? Oh,
yes.
I got to try that. I love Ace.
And I think it's Elemental has a blood orange that's really good.
I've had a blood orange from, I think, Finn River. The Finn River is located close to me out in Chimicum, Washington, and they have all sorts of different types of ciders. They have black currant, they have Marionberry, they have peach, pear, like they have a
I've had the black currant, and the black currant is actually pretty damn good.
Crash, when you come back out, I'm taking you to Finn River. We're going out there.
Chimichurri, man. I haven't even heard that name in a long time.
Yeah.
We used to take the ferry out there. I went to a small high school, and we used to take the ferry out to Chimichurri to play softball or run cross country. Their tiny high school out there.
Out in the mountains, out in those forests. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At one point in my life, I was like, oh, let me go run 5 miles as fast as I can. That would be great.
Yeah. Man, I was also, it's so funny because Maxine has ran track, you have ran track, I have ran track.
Huh. Interesting.
I wonder if there's a connection between track and drumming.
I wonder.
We used to run on the cross country team to get in shape for marching band because there was a lot of us on the cross country team that were also in marching band, and that's why we did it. The marching band was a breeze.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure of that.
2 miles with 40 pounds strapped to the front of me. I'm fine.
Somehow playing super fast punk rock has made like playing metal like a breeze.
I only got heat stroke once during a race. I didn't know where I was or what was happening at the end.
I had a heat stroke at state. I went to state in North Dakota. I think it was my senior year, and I got a heat stroke. It was probably 92 degrees in Fargo, North Dakota. It was just too hot.
Yeah.
That sucks. Like, I guess it's a good thing like Colorado never gets that damn hot because I was running everywhere.
Cross country was in the fall, but in the Dakotas it snows in the fall. So we
same in Colorado, like 2 feet of damn snow, you're just out there in your little shorts. It's kind of like,
we start out our season. Oh, I loved running in Colorado. So I ran cross country and track for college too, and we got to go to Boulder, Colorado for some reason.
Oh yes,
beautiful, beautiful. And we'd start out our seasons, in the fall, and it would be in the 80s and the 70s, and then by the time the season played out, by what was it, December, maybe beginning of December.
Inside, 6 feet on the ground.
Running.
Gotta get the plow out just to have the trail.
Oh, God.
Yes. When I lived in Boulder, it was like 1 year, it was like 20 below. And I was like, yeah, school's going to get closed. There's no way it's going to be like, they're going to let us go to school. Because, like, what about us watching? No, they don't give a crap because it gets 15, 20 below in Colorado every winter.
If you stayed home every time it snowed in some states, you'd never be in school.
It's true. When I moved to Washington, I was really surprised.
Washington, a snowflake comes down and it's like, oh my God, we have a 2-hour late start.
What it all did.
One.
I'm like, wait a second.
Shit.
Mm-hmm.
I don't get it.
If there's a dusting on the road, then like school's closed for like 2 weeks. Let's get the plows out. It's like, oh my goodness, you guys have no idea. Like, you could never live in the Midwest.
What I've learned is the Midwest is, ready for that. They have the infrastructure that has the snow plows. Out here, we don't. So we have like 3 snow plows for the whole county. And Clallam County stretches.
It's a whole damn state. What are you talking about?
It's true.
Well, it's because all their resources are in Eastern Washington where it snows in the winter.
Right. Yeah. So the winters have been a little more harsh. And dare I say it now, I mean, we are headed in the winter, but they've been a little more harsh the last couple of years, and it has shut down school. Luckily, we've learned how to do school online, so hopefully we won't have to cancel.
Oh my God, I really feel like the school online thing is going to really mess with the kids on snow days.
It's going to be bittersweet.
Because instead of snow days, it's online days.
Right. And like I said, it's bittersweet because you don't get your snow day, relaxation day so much, but you get out of school earlier because any time that we take for
We
a
don't
snow
have those snow makeup days.
Yeah, and we've ended up having to go a week for the past couple years into June, like an extra week. I'm done with that. I'm like, give me my summer, bitches. Come on.
I'm trying to get the
Teachers
hell
don't
out of
even,
here.
yeah. You're wearing the same t-shirt you wore for 3 days. Your hair's not done. You're like, screw it. Leave, kids.
Get the hell out of here.
Yeah, I thought I was going to be a teacher once. Then I
Well,
realized, kids.
You'd be a good teacher, Allie. I've, seen you teach people, how to do sound. You did a great job explaining equipment and
She is very good at that. She has
yeah,
showed me a bunch of stuff, actually.
very good teacher.
Well, I
I
have to
just need
teach
to take
at
that and
work.
put it hands-on.
I have to teach at work, which is kind of nice.
That's what you said. Yeah, I saw that on a post
And
a while back.
usually the boys listen.
How do you make them do that?
That was an evil laugh. Sorry. I've had
Well, usually they listen to what I have to say, mostly because they have to get something done and they've already frustrated themselves and exhausted all other resources. And they come to me with their tail between their legs. Allie, I can't figure this out.
but Allie can because Allie's smart.
And even if I can't, I will try. But
You're amazing,
yeah.
Allie. You do so much. I am just blown away by how much you do. You are Superwoman.
Oh, and for those that don't know, because we hadn't mentioned it yet, I work on cars during the day.
Yeah, that's right. So
Wait, for who then? Who do you?
Dr. Chevrolet.
She's
Chevrolet.
back.
It's cool. You can show your dad too. She's a Chevy girl.
It's actually for my dad. It's not because I like, extra like Chevys or anything. It's an incomplete tattoo for my dad.
My dad's a Chevy man too. He was a
I'm
mechanic.
actually a Chevy kind of girl. I just.
You can admit it, Crash. You drive what you can afford. And look what I just did to my car. So I'm just saying.
Hey, Skull.
I'm a VW girl, so I am the V-dubs, man. I've got Chevy, but I've got VWs up the wazoo. I have
Well, I mean, if we're gonna really talk about it, I'm a Bugatti Veyron kind of girl.
yes, yes.
I can never afford a $3 million car that can go 275 miles per hour.
But you would.
That doesn't mean I don't love them.
Well, you see, I'm a recently reconverted big boat car girl. I like my Oldsmobiles and my Buick.
Oh yeah,
And this is why. I'm going to tell you this is why. Because
Yes.
you are a smaller person. Because I'm telling you, it's always these big, tall people and the tiniest freaking cars. Like, they look like a clown coming out. And then you have like these small people coming out of like the love boat.
Well, I mean, you saw the pictures of what I just did to my car, and I am exponentially thankful that that was a large car.
Yeah, I'm happy it was.
Yeah.
too, friend. Yeah. Allie just recently got into a car accident, and that was
And
kind of,
broke her foot.
so we are happy you're okay, friend. Oh my goodness, that
Yes.
car looks,
So,
that did not look so good. Cheers.
hold on, ladies, I need a refill. Real quick.
It was not so good, but myself and Jasper were okay.
I am so grateful because, as some of you know, car accident that my daughter was in, my granddaughter was also in. So
Yeah, so that's why you couldn't make it that night
Yes.
to do the mic demo. Yeah,
heartbreaking.
that was scary, man.
It was
Yeah.
scary. Thankfully, Tria is okay. Bethany will recover.
Oh, it was gnarly too. She broke her femur, so that's shitty. Whew.
Sticking out of her leg. So it was an open compound fracture, not a closed compound fracture. She had
That
both.
can get dicey, because then you get into the territory of possible
rod
infections
and
and
a
things like
plate.
that.
8 screws later, she was okay. But then,
Well, I'm glad to hear
because
that.
of the femur, there was a lot of worry about blood clots because your femur is where a lot of your bone marrow is. Bone marrows can cause emboli in your heart, your brain, your lungs, anywhere. So had to have, whole CT scan of her whole body to make sure that there wasn't any emboli anywhere. So it was a hairy few days. Like,
It was.
Leg injuries are no joke. That is for sure.
word. I feel that.
Leg injuries and head injuries. Stay away from those.
Yeah, no shit.
I agree with that too. I don't have a sense of smell because of a head injury.
Head injuries are no fun. I don't want to get into my head injury. It's
oh yeah. I'm surprised. I really didn't have any. I mean, since I was 5, I have this huge scar on my head. You can't really see it now because like 42 years later, scars kind of disappear a little bit. But yeah, I'm surprised I had a sense of smell from that. But it wasn't until I smashed the back of my head, and then it pushed the brain into the front of my head, which bruised both sides of the brain.
Yeah, that's no fun.
Yeah, and that's what inevitably caused my lack of smell to go.
Oof.
Head injuries are not fun. I had a pretty severe one, head and neck injury about, I guess, 11 years ago now, Lana? 10 years ago, 11 years ago? And I'm just now probably getting as close to fully recovered from it.
Ooh,
wow.
As I would have, like some of the things that, just little speech things here and there, memory things here and there are finally recovered.
But you still have your sense of smell?
Mostly. It's not as strong as it used to be.
Mine is like, I can tell if something smells good or smells bad.
And I also don't have any peripheral vision.
But here's the thing. So I can't smell like farts or poop or anything like that.
You can't?
No.
Good thing, because you live with all men, so that's very lucky.
And I lived with a bulldog who I guess was just like dive bomb people and dip out. And like everybody else, oh my God, what'd you do? Eat a horse? And just like crying and hacking and trying to get some air. And I'm just like, I don't know what you guys are talking about. I can tell if something's cooking, but I can't tell you if it's like fried chicken or cherry lead, or it doesn't have like a specific scent. I can just tell you that smells good, that smells bad.
Oh my goodness.
And I can't smell everything. It's weird. It's so weird.
I'm thinking back to when I had my concussion. So I had a concussion in high school and another pretty bad one in college. And yeah, my sense of smell took a while to come back.
Mine never fully recovered. And it took years.
Yeah, it's mute. Like,
recover.
I don't have that great of a sense of smell.
I lost it when I was 18. It wasn't until I was in my late 30s it started to somewhat come back.
Wow.
And it wasn't just like
my sense of smell is hypersensitive, because I smell things that he's like, I don't know what you're talking about. I was like, what do you mean you can't smell that? And he's like, I can't smell it. I don't know what you're talking about.
That's how I feel with my boyfriend. And I'm just like, man, you got this like dog nose on you. Because
that's how Max is too. Max has a very distinct sense of smell. He's
like
that's
a female smell weird.
He's a really good cook.
It's like, damn,
So yeah, he cooks for us, and I'm glad he does, because yeah, I have barely any sense of smell, but he's got that dog nose.
I mean, man. So Alex got the dog
when I cook. It just all goes in the bowl, and I know it'll taste good.
Yeah,
that's
you know.
me.
You know how to cook. I know. I don't cook. I roast hot dogs.
Well, don't play. You can make a stir fry spaghetti.
Okay.
I've got both.
Okay.
Look, my aunt at one point could not cook anything. She could burn water. And now she cooks for a picky-ass 6-year-old and an 8-year-old. And makes Thanksgiving dinner every year, and it started out with lasagna.
I'm ordering things.
This is all 6-year-olds want. They want hot dogs and mac and cheese. That's it, and cereal
and chicken nuggets.
Is a 6-year-old diet. Cereal,
chicken
mac
nuggets.
and cheese, and hot dogs. That's all they want. I'm telling you.
Yeah, well,
Speaking
had a
of
couple of 'em.
Thanksgiving, what are you guys doing for Thanksgiving? What are your plans for Thanksgiving this year?
well, my family kind of sucks most of the time, so we'll either be
Mine too.
going over to my aunt's house if we get invited, if she decides to stay home this year. Or I'll probably just do what I did last year and I'll just make Thanksgiving dinner and whoever walks through the front door will get to eat some.
Oh, I love that. That's cool.
Oh, good.
Because
That's
last year I made a big Thanksgiving dinner and one of Law's friends who had nowhere to go was like, hey, what are you guys doing? And he doesn't live far from us and he came and had Thanksgiving dinner with us. So,
oh, I love that.
Well,
That's cool. That's
I'm
cool.
sure Anthony's parents are going to have some sort of Thanksgiving thing. I don't know if it's on Thanksgiving or not. Really haven't gotten that far yet.
I got you.
But if it is not on Thanksgiving, like, you should probably set a place for me, Emily.
well, my birthday is on the 25th.
On the 25th? I can make that happen.
The birthday's the 25th. I think Thanksgiving is the 27th this year. I didn't look.
Oh,
So
yeah.
do it on the 26th. We'll, like, celebrate your birthday and have Thanksgiving. It'll be awesome. I can even come and help you cook.
That's
Apparently, Law has something up his sleeve for my birthday weekend. It's a rumor.
Okay.
I don't know if it's true.
Well, he should probably message me, so I don't know. You hear me?
I don't know. I might have something in the works for his birthday as well, and he doesn't know.
I'm going to help you with that. I already know.
Stone
I
birthday.
already know. So I might help you with that.
Oh, poor Law. December's hard for him. He's got 2 of his 3 kids, himself, and Christmas all in December.
Woo!
And my birthday is a week before December, so poor guy has no money at the end of the year.
Yeah, damn, dude. Woo.
Between Christmas and my kids' birthday, which are in January and February, like beginnings of. So, yeah.
Yeah.
It takes me a hard time. It takes me a long time to recover from that season.
Oh, I'm sure.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah. So,
'Cause I don't
Ellie,
even get to recover from Christmas before. But anyway, go ahead.
do you ever get the
When you
the
get a
birthday
drink.
combo Christmas gift, or do people keep it separate for you?
Typically, over the years, my family has kept it pretty separate.
That's nice. I like that. Very good.
My aunt usually makes me a cheesecake for my birthday because, well, cheesecake, yum.
Yeah, right? Oh, yes.
And Thanksgiving dinner has always been my favorite meal, always, for some reason.
Thanksgiving. I hear you, girl. Yeah. Yeah.
And then, Christmas is, Christmas. Usually it's pretty low key in my family. We try to not have any feuds by the end of the night or
That's a plus. Yes.
the designated driver ready to go.
Nice. Yeah, that's good. That's always good too.
Yeah, there's a reason I don't talk about my family that much. They're an interesting batch of folks.
Man, everybody's family is a bunch of interesting folks for sure. The Maxwells, we know how to do up Thanksgiving. We got family in the city. They usually host. But this year we're going to do a Zoom because of COVID. So we're going to, his folks live out in Squim. So we're going to have them over and we're going to Zoom everybody else, which is kind of cool because Max has siblings all over the nation. So we can call them in on Zoom. I mean, we've never done that before, but this is a new way to do Thanksgiving. I mean, people that live in Washington State usually get together, the family that's closest to each other. But we never thought about Zooming each other. So now we can have the siblings from all over Zoom with us. I got to show you something, though. Max and I take the pie. So we are the dessert people and the wine people. And I'll show you our bottle of wine we take.
Uh-oh.
I love this already.
That's pretty big.
Oh, hell yeah.
This is how the Maxwells do Thanksgiving.
There you go.
And, there's only 4 of us this year. So, more for us, I guess.
Yeah. There's typically an open bar situation in my family's holidays.
We do it right. Just got to say.
I get box wine.
Girl, I'm right there with you. All about the problems.
Like,
Yeah.
You know,
How many of those pictures of me have you seen?
touche.
I love you guys. I love you
If
guys.
you don't remember, here's our PSA of the day. If you don't pour it out of the bottle, it's still one glass.
I
Oh,
love it.
I love that concept. Yes.
I think I'm gonna trademark that.
Hakuna Moscato. It means more wine, please.
Oh my God, yes. Hakuna Moscato. Moscato's like one of my favorite wines too.
Moscato's effing delicious, but remember to hydrate while you're drinking it.
I'm telling you, it tastes so damn good. You feel like you can chug it.
Wine.
Do not chug Moscato, kids.
Yeah.
It tastes
Tell
like
that to Law. How many headaches have you had, dear?
Do it anyway.
So we always take 1 to 2 boxes of Moscato camping with us because we never know how many friends are going to come.
Good choice.
And they're all like, wine? You guys are wine people, until they start drinking it with us. And then they're like, this is
freaking
delicious.
delicious.
Yeah.
I love Moscato.
I am wine people. Wine people, yes.
There's nothing wrong with wine.
Nothing wrong with the wine. Feel classy.
You whiner.
I mean, that joke over the COVID where everybody's recycling bins was nothing but wine bottles, that's truth.
Truth.
Mine, it was nothing and still is nothing but like vodka, but
Day drinking, it was a thing. Maybe it still is.
it's kind of still a thing.
Depends. I mean, I've been home for 3 weeks, except for Monday I went back to work. There was day drinking.
I'm just saying, I've had a really hard couple weeks. There was
Well, you're a guitar player from Fatal Butterfly Crash. So kindly brought me homemade apple pie moonshine that a friend of his made.
that I drank most of.
And there was maple syrup in there to cut the shine flavor.
Oh, yummy. That's all.
And
I
it was
took it. Okay, this is how it was. So I poured like a little bit in a silo cup, right? Solo cup. And so then I grab a bottle of water because I'm just like, this is moonshine. I'm going to need to like wash it down, dilute it a little bit with some water. I take a shot of that freaking moonshine and I was just like, this is freaking delicious. Are you sure there's alcohol in this? No way.
and I said, wait a minute. Just give it a couple minutes.
Oh my God. Ignacio, Iggy.
Hi, Iggy. And we got
Hi,
Hey, guys.
Iggy.
Hi, everybody. Thanks for joining us. Miss you
Hi,
guys.
baby.
We've had so many really cool people on this show, seriously. Oh, and speaking of, guys, we are putting together a live stream concert for November 20th. So if you know anybody that wants to live stream on our concert series, we are putting that on for Friday, November 20th. Or if you want to, be part of that, go ahead and message us. Let us know. You can let us know in the chat. You can let us know on our Facebook. You can email us.
I'm going to put our email up.
Yes, put our email up. Thank you, my friend.
Boy, you guys work so hard on your show. Law and I just get drunk and hit record.
We get drunk too. Sometimes we forget things.
Yeah, but you guys got this whole StreamYard going and like a website and formalities, and Law and I forget what day of the week it is sometimes.
We try really hard, and I'm serious. Crash does so much work on this. She gets the flyers out. She does most of our booking. She's been recording a lot with her band, Disney Chaos. Or wait, not Disney Chaos. I'm just
Hated
drinking.
Noise.
Hated Noise. Shit, sorry.
Hated Noise.
So, Hated Noise. Oh, God.
See what happens when we're in so many bands?
I know it happened. So she's been recording with Hated Noise. So I've done the booking for the next couple months, and we have some amazing people coming up for the rest of November, for December, and into January even. So
Oh boy, what a
We do,
kickoff
and
I
rest
am.
assured, girls, like
Oh my God, I'm
recording
so
is
excited
finally
about
coming to an end, so I can be
love
more
you.
diligent.
Well,
and
so
all
Law
the-
and I, with the whole, COVID and everything, and the new Zooming and the streaming and the this and the that, and we're just like calling random people when we do our show.
Yes, you called me, and I was like, Allie's calling me. I have to answer.
Yeah.
I was one of those calls. I loved it. I had such a
Oh, it's
ball.
like, oh my God, I'm on Ellie's show. Yeah.
Oh my God, I had so much fun on your show. Like, it was fun as shit.
So fun.
Well, a
was
lot
like,
of stuff has
I'll do
happened on
this
that show. I
every
think
week.
there's been some crazy stories, and we've had a lot of crazy guest hosts. From Super Mike to Lesbianist Cody to we've had musicians. I mean, to top the Sin Circus show, which the Bell record, we had Atrocity Girl come in, and they like I said, they broke the internet. We went from the craziest stories. There was lots of consumption of adult beverages. Yeah. Law, I think, was a little bit embarrassed by the end of Atrocity Girls. Actually, was laughing his butt off because he was like, "Man, girls are way more vulgar than dudes."
Oh God, yes. Duh.
True.
Ain't it?
Because women are so much more suppressed than dudes.
Yeah. I mean, those girls, though. If you have a
I
chance
love
to hang
those
out with
ladies.
Atrocity Girls,
Oh my gosh, I love
Oh,
those
dude,
ladies
we
so
have to hang
much.
out with them next week. So Atrocity Girl is coming back on our show next week to update their projects.
We got a whole bunch of shit to talk about.
yeah, they're finishing up their record and stuff, aren't they?
Yeah,
Oh man, they got some music videos going on. They got all sorts of shit they got to talk about.
real cool shit, man. Yeah, I haven't gotten to hang out with them in person yet, but I will. I will hang out with them in person.
Maybe I'll call one of them when I get around to doing my show.
Oh, you totally.
You should.
They will answer. Call Angie. Call them. Yes. We got.
We have Primary Pulses coming on the show here pretty soon.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, I love Primary Pulse. We got to have Ice.
We've had them on a few times.
Yes.
They have a brand new single out called Storm, so check it out on all your streaming platforms.
Ooh, I'm gonna put that on.
And it will be premiering on the Law Dog Music Radio Show this week, as long as I get off of my butt.
Wait, what's it called again?
Storm.
Storm, got it.
Oh yeah. Yes. Was that yesterday, guys? Loud and Local.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
They've been on there several times.
Yeah, they have. Yeah, they're a good band, man. We've had them on our concert series. We've interviewed Grace on our show. She was our guest, I think, the 10th week we were running. So
we would have to go back, but yeah.
Well, you have lots of more shows coming because Law and I have been doing this now for 6 years, and we're on episode 222, I believe.
Well, you are episode 70.
70. Look at all the years we've got.
70. What?
Cheers.
Skull does freaking week
I always lose
70.
count. I never remember, but she keeps track of that for us because, well, she's
have
the
to.
mastermind, guys. Seriously.
And everybody, Primary Pulse, Storm, new single, check it out.
Check it out. Check out our friends in Primary Pulse. They're amazing.
They are freaking amazing.
Well, that's the thing. In our scene, we got each other's backs and we support each other. We really do. And I love that about
Dude, and Iggy Ignacio is just amazing. He is. I love this guy.
Oh my gosh, they were so fun. Dawn on the Rising. Oh my God, they're freaking amazing.
Amazing.
Oh, mind blowing. I was like, where did you guys come from? Damn.
Write it down, Alex. Iggy, get a hold of Law Dog Radio.
And you will be on the radio. They got a radio station.
Has anybody ever eaten these
You
addicting
got
things?
some freaking chocolate covered cherries.
Oh,
How'd you get that before Christmas time?
Law found them at Safeway, so now they're all over my house.
Good man. Good man.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's time for chocolate covered cherries. Mm.
Oh, yeah. I got to turn this around since we brought up COVID earlier. Let's see if you can get this in the shot.
All right.
So I got COVID when nobody knew what it was back in February, and I was sick, really, really, really sick, like sicker than I've ever been.
Oh,
I'm telling you, I had it at that time too.
My lovely husband comes upstairs wearing, like, I'm talking one of those full ventilator masks that, you know, painters, body shop guys wear.
yeah.
And he
The
wears his work.
respirators.
Yeah, we got
Yeah. And he had orange juice, soup, and that giant Darth Vader with a rose.
Oh,
Aw.
yay. Oh.
Trying to be all sweet. And he was like, but it was hilarious because at the time we didn't know that this was going to be a pandemic.
Right.
And that, like, this was a disease that you should actually be concerned about. And he comes up wearing the ventilator mask.
Oh my goodness. It has to be funny, you know, and it's a
Wait,
real
so this is Law's fault?
Woo, wet took us again.
Wet took us. That's the segment for tonight.
No drinking in bed, folks.
Wet butt. Soggy.
Mom's looking at me like, you are definitely sleeping on that side of the bed.
But aren't you getting sick and tired of sleeping in the wet spots?
drinking in
Like, I
bed.
swear to God, we always have to sleep in the wet spots. I hate that.
Oh,
Yeah, we always fall asleep in the wet spots.
Like, we have a choice.
I've been married for a long time, and the wet spots aren't interesting anymore. They're usually spilled beer or, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Whew.
See, now we're getting PG-13.
That's okay.
Skull. Hey, we never said what those wet spots are. It's still kind of PG-13.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
2020.
I mean, they're trying to talk about sex ed in, like, kindergarten now. So, for good
They
God.
want the government to teach sex ed, which I'm not a huge fan of.
Well, there's
I don't
all
think
Okay, but do you have children?
I don't think that it's entirely up to the school to teach that stuff.
no, it's up to
Do
parents.
you know how awkward it is to tell your kids about that?
Families need to have that conversation.
Yes,
Oh, it's so
Yes, I
weird
do.
for us. So,
Agreed.
okay, as a parent of, at some point my children were younger. They're obviously now full grown adults. But as a mom of small children, like, oh God, it was so weird when my kids are asking me where babies come from and how babies get in there. And
Oh, this got to.
it's me, crash fist fight.
Are they going to learn from you?
My little tiny children where babies come from and how they get there. And I'm just like, oh, okay. I'm not going to bullshit you, kid. This is what happens. So, you can
I
just
don't remember my talk with
imagine-
my dad, but I'm sure it was awkward.
Oh, you could just imagine the kind of horrors I was telling my children.
Yeah. My
kinda
poor dad,
epic.
he had
So
3
I
girls and
remember
1 boy.
I really effed them up by the time it was time for them to go to do sex ed at school, and they were like, wait, but this doesn't sound nearly as horrific as my mom made it. Just kidding.
Yeah. Yeah.
I made it horrible. Horrible. I was
That's
like
your job as a parent, though, is to make it horrifying.
I'm sorry. I'm really into this weird Scientology. No, I'm not with
Oh my God, this
Scientology.
Scientology
I
documentary.
am fully
Every
against Scientology. And I think they're just all crazy.
Every
effing
time I call
idiots.
her with shit, because I've dealt with some shit this week, she'll go, that's
Oh
because
my God, the damn Scientologists.
Scientology.
Scientologists. Scientologists. It was just crazy.
Save me, Tom Cruise.
Oh my God. Don't get me started on that MF. Don't get me started on that MF.
Don't
Well,
let the
here's
fire
thing.
get on me, baby Jesus.
Like the girl. Okay, so if you guys have ever watched The King of Queens,
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so Kevin James's the actress that plays Kevin James's wife in that, her name is Leah Remini. She was a Scientologist who got out, and she
What?
started this yeah, she got out and she's trying to expose like all the shit going down in Scientology, all the shit they steal, all the money they steal from people, and so that's why I'm just like,
That's
accuse Scientology, like,
I think all religions have their hiccups, so to speak.
Good
okay,
God.
but
It's true.
Scientology is not a religion. I mean, they believe that some lizard dude named Xenu.
Is it a it's not a religion, what is it?
With people see things that they put
Consulting Google. What is science?
Beware of man bear pig.
and then bruising up, and I don't know, bro.
Hey Siri, is Scientology a religion?
It is. It's tax exempt, bro. They were tax exempt.
I thought so. I was
Yeah,
like,
I'm telling you. I've watched the whole entire series. Like,
okay, I misunderstood. I was like, what?
Scientology is crazy.
It is crazy.
Yeah,
Religion
no
is
idea.
crazy.
Almost as crazy as Carol Baskin.
Oh man. They make that Tiger King Carol Baskin situation look like nothing.
You know why that turd's on my lawn? Carol Baskins.
I love you.
Hey,
Al.
all you cool cats and kittens. Thanks for joining Musicians Hangout tonight.
That's what I did spring break. I binge watched Tiger King, and I'm not.
Okay, so my therapist told me to watch Tiger King, and I was like, "What the heck is Tiger King?" She's like, "You have to watch it." And I was like, "Well, okay." She's like, "Because that train wreck is going to make you feel way better about the things we talk about concerning your family." And I was like, "Okay." And it made me laugh because there are people like that in Oklahoma.
Bro.
My family is from Kansas and Oklahoma, that area of the country.
I get you, girl. I get you,
They
girl.
really are like that. And I watched this show and I'm just like,
I have an uncle that's like Tiger King, honey. He even looks like Tiger King.
He kind of does. He does. Oh my God, he does.
I haven't told a lot of people that, but yeah.
well, we're just trying to prevent Law's son from turning into the Tiger King. Because he likes his guns and he likes his pets. So,
Tigers. Does he have young tigers and lions and ligers and bears on that?
no, not yet. We're not we're not there yet. But I mean, I have 7 cats.
7. You got 40 damn sticks. You don't play.
Is it 46? It is. It's 46. But you know, best crash fist fight quote. You only have 42 cats, Allie. Clearly, you need 45.
I saw you post that quote. I saw that posted. I was like, damn, that's awesome.
Dude, I was sitting at her kitchen table.
I'm on the phone with
Drinking
her.
some Rolling Rocks with her. And I'm like, oh my God, you got like 42 damn cats. Clearly, you need 45. Because you just like picked up 2 other MFers. Wow, I'm really doing good tonight on the F word thing.
So now I have 46.
7.
That's 4. Yeah. There.
47?
We have
Man, I can't count.
I can't count with Jaeger.
I'm like, I can't
What
count.
we got? Well, 3 boys?
I love you, but I've been
Like,
drinking.
4 boys? Who's the 4th boy? Oh, Ragnar. That's right. 4 boys and 3. No, I guess there's 8 in the house if you count Doug's cat. So there's 4 boys and 4 girls.
So you have 8 cats for real.
Yeah.
Okay. Nice round the number.
so many more. You're not
And
understanding.
I know all of their names and all their personalities are completely different.
You're behind Ellie's house.
There's
Like,
more
your
cats.
cats just migrate with you. Like they just migrate with you and they switch spots. So it's kind of like
Right now, cats are watching the show going, she's hosting Thanksgiving, we're going.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, neighbor
There's
and
gonna be
cat
turkey.
slabs.
I had a roommate one time.
right, but
It was raining really hard outside. Like we're talking the storm cells that we get every once in a while. And Law and I come home And our roommate, Steve, is freaking out. And we're like, what's the matter, dude? And he's like, oh, I swear to God, I'm not high. I'm not tripping on anything. But there was like 12 cats and a bird in the house. And I was like, what? And we just realized the storm cell went through. He's like, I know which cats are yours. And I swear to God, these weren't all your cats. It's like they just invited them in through the window.
Friends.
Maybe that's what they're doing. Maybe your cats are just like, hey, cat friends, mom's in the kennel. Come on over, let's just
Yeah,
like
gathers people. Why wouldn't it gather fur babies? They're like, this is it. We're famous. You got to come hang out in the kennel.
Well, cats have a tendency to show up at this house and not go home.
I've heard.
obvious.
Obviously, yes.
Oh my God, I was standing outside of the kennel last Saturday, and like this cat with no tail just like comes running up to me. It's just like meow, and like try to jump on me.
The one with no tail?
Stubbs.
Stubbs.
Stubbs. Yeah.
Stubbin' Lovins.
And I was just like, well, hello, kids. And he's like, he literally like tried to climb on me. And I was like, what do
He
you
thinks
do,
he's a
bro?
parrot.
You have a cat named Stubbs.
Yeah.
It has no tail. It's just like this little stubby knobby tail. It's so cute. It's super sweet cat. Super sweet cat.
Killing me.
I'm Nevin Stubbin' Lovins. That's my buddy.
Oh my God.
He is the friendliest cat. If you are not cat people, he'll make you cat people. He's that cat.
I am cat people. I have amazing cats.
You really won't have a choice. Like, you
If you come over to my house, you don't have a choice.
She makes
me meows on you, and he rubs on you, and he climbs on you. Tries to feel like he's in your hand.
I feel like I should have more after talking to you, though.
Cats?
Yeah, I have 2. I think I need more now. I want to catch up.
Cats always need homes, but I don't recommend it.
Okay, but they don't always have to be your home.
Here's my baby. There's my baby.
Fernando.
And then my old lady is right here.
Miss Bats.
Tony or Crash knows my cats well.
Uncle Doug baked a cake.
I'm surprised Miss Bats isn't like hanging out on the back of the couch.
Where the hell is Miss Bat?
Where the hell is she?
So she usually
not like her.
Where are you, Miss Bat?
Maybe she got scared away because there's like 100 in my room. There's Miss Mandy Pandy licking her butt.
Maybe she's like, I'm not.
Say my name.
I'm a diva. I'm not going to even show my face on the show if there's other cats.
Right? I heard that there's other cats on the show. Oh,
no. Diva. Come on, Miss.
It is really weird.
And then
I
there's
swear to
Jasper.
God, as soon as we are done airing, I just know Miss Bass is gonna be like coming out prancing. Oh, you show stuff. No.
Fernando usually comes out at the end. He's like, "Hey, what you doing?" And I'm like, "Where were you?"
He just comes out and said goodnight to Buddy.
Baby, you need a baby.
Oh my God, that is just the cutest little.
It's so cute. How old is that cat? How old is
He's only 3 months old.
Oh, baby.
And his name is
Need a baby.
Ragnar.
His name is what?
Ragnar.
Oh, what a sweet baby.
Oh my God, I wish you would have named him Frigg.
Well, his full name is Ragnarok.
Ragnar.
Ragnarok.
And he is a destructive little fellow. He will just throw things around.
Well, he's a ginger.
Thank God I'm not the only one with really weird cat names. Thank you.
Well, let's see if I can name them all. There's Snoopy and Stubbs, Kadisha, Jax, Mandy, Punk, Ragnarok, and Miss Stash.
Miss Stash. Ooh.
Did I miss somebody, or is that all of them?
That's cute.
That is
I don't
all of them.
know. Every time I come here, I was like 46 guys. I'm like, I don't
Well,
even.
Sir Isis passed away a few months ago. He was 16. He was a big fat cat. You remember that big black one?
Oh God, yeah, I remember. It broke my heart when you guys posted that he put that he passed away because on I was at your house like maybe a week before he passed.
Yeah.
Not too long before he passed. I'm like, oh my God, he
He's
was
a friendly kitty.
such a sweet cat. Such a sweetheart.
Oh,
He lived a long life.
He
good.
did. That's a long life for a
Long
cat.
life. So that was 16 years, and I don't know how many times he moved.
And he was just so happy just to be hanging out on the back of the couch, just like, hey, hey.
He sure was a fat fellow, though.
Oh, such a sweetheart, though. Lovey. God, he was so lovable, too.
We used to call him Captain Instapurr because you barely touch him and he purrs.
Oh, cute.
Bro, you look at him, he just starts like,
Oh,
yeah.
I love that. Oh, sounds like a sweetheart.
Oh, he was.
Man, our fur babies are so special in our lives. Seriously.
I have a lot of them, but yes, they all have their own personalities,
They do.
and they are entertaining.
And Allie, as you know, my pizza face had that abscess like on the front of his like kind of chest leg. And next thing I told you that also. And he was kind of acting weird for a couple days, just sleeping all damn day, didn't want to go outside, drank a bunch of water, but didn't really want to eat a whole bunch. Well, you'll be happy to know that his abscess is now going away. The whole in his, I guess, chest/arm. I don't know. It's a cat.
My theory is that he got into a fight with somebody.
Mine too.
I think so.
That's
too.
mine too.
Yep.
Anywho, he is getting a lot better. He's acting normal now. Like wants rides on your back. Like he doesn't like the dogs, so
that's good.
he always wants. Oh, you're going into the kitchen? Let me catch a ride on your back. So he'll jump up here on your back, and you have to walk all hunchback over to wherever he wants. And
What is it, Punk?
he's doing fine.
Come here, Punk. Well, that's good to hear.
So, Ellie, we've got roughly 12
10 minutes.
10-ish minutes. We have a couple more questions for you. First question is,
Oh,
what advice do you have for other musicians?
Oh shit, yeah.
Shit, yeah.
Don't own 8 cats. No, I'm just kidding.
I love you.
Definitely get 46 though.
Yeah.
46 is okay. Because then you're
46 is fine. 8 is unacceptable.
I love it.
Do your thing. I mean, whatever your thing is, do your thing. And remember that when it's not fun anymore, don't do it. Don't be forced. If it's not fun, it's time for a change. And if you have the opportunity,
but here's the thing I have with that. Sometimes depression can kind of get a hold of a musician because, let's face it, we're not doing the same shit we were. We're not going out. We're not doing shows. We're not, more in the public eye, which is a good thing, but it's kind of also like a lot of stress. But anyways, it may feel like it's not fun now.
But it will be.
Allie, I'm specifically talking to you because there have been a few times where you have messaged me just like, I'm not having fun playing drums. And I know that's bullshit. And it breaks my heart when you say that because you have been such an inspiration to me over the years.
Yeah, you're amazing, Ellie.
Yes. Oh, God. I was trying to warm up and I was doing this and that, but not really playing well. And she's like, you know what? Quit being nervous that I'm here and just play the fucking drums well.
Oh.
The effing drums. Dang it.
Who cares?
Well, no, you were quoting me, so I think that's half appropriate.
That's okay. See?
It was a quote.
Yeah, I was quoting you.
Quoting Ellie.
And if you're quoting Allie, there's probably an F word in there somewhere.
There should be. Right?
If we're quoting Crash, there's gonna be an
Oh,
F.
crap. It's like,
It's gonna happen.
Well, in case you didn't notice, I have really bad ADHD. And so my brain is always changing channels.
Yeah.
And the F word comes out a lot. The brain gets confused and then I have fudge.
Dude, I'm gonna start doing like Battlestar Galactica and just be like, fracking. Are you fucking kidding me?
I appreciated what you said though about doing your thing. You know, yeah. That's what you got to do. It's your calling.
There's strange cat things going on my bed.
I know we have questions left.
Second question I have is, where do we find your music? Where can we find your music and your bands?
YouTube.
Places. Seriously,
YouTube.
guys.
You can look up Supersonic Battle Squad, or you can look up Digging for Change Band.
Yeah.
www.supersonicbattlesquad.com.
Hold on. www.
Her fingers are flying.
Yep.
I can do the Digging for Change if you want. Let's see.
And then also facebook.com/Digging for Change Band.
Digging for Change what?
Band.
Oh,
B-A-N-D.
you're faster than me. She's already got it.
Oh.
I'm like, Digging for Change. Facebook.
Yeah, both of them are on YouTube. Digging for Change is we're drunk most of the time, so we lag behind.
That's all right.
We're just a group of best friends that drink bourbon and make noise in my garage once a week.
You guys are fun. So I got to open for Digging for Change on, what was it, May 4th last year? Yeah, we did the Star Wars show together. That was fun.
Yeah. Was fun.
Mm-hmm.
That was a fun show.
Yeah, well, uh-oh.
What did you do? I broke the internet.
She added an it's like faciobook.com.
Oh,
Maybe I'm on some weird website like that. I don't know.
Well, let's make it up. We are on facio.com now. The musicians hang out and all of our bands that you follow.
Let's create our own website.
Oh, wait, that's an
Facio. Facio book. It's different than Facebook. We need Facio book.
People keep talking about these other, what is it, Weenie and Parlor and.
Yeah, I've heard of these.
Where's
Yeah,
Parlor?
haven't joined.
Evidently, it's a Facebook for conservatives.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't have time for.
Oh, but see, I even screwed up here.
I don't want any more platforms. We're on Facebook, Instagram, and now
Yeah, I got the big three or big four: YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter.
Yep. And we got
I'm good with
TikTok now. Ooh, it's hard to
Okay, this is what I do.
TikTok.
No time for TikTok.
I know it's weird. But we went on it so that we could direct people to our YouTube channel.
Hold on.
It's different.
Dude.
Yeah, it's a new thing, man. You get lots of views on TikTok, so why not?
Well, I'm trying to get Jasper's attention, but he's not having it.
Jasper, do you want to be on TikTok? You need a TikTok.
Jasper, come here. If he had a TikTok. This
Jasper.
dog's famous enough as it is. Don't grow his ego, Maxine.
Jasper.
Growing the egos. It's one of my specialties.
Jasper is already pretty famous. I go places and everybody asks, "Where's Jasper?" if I don't have him. And then they're like, hi guys, how are you doing?
It's a big deal, man. Yeah, if you don't have your dog and your dog's usually with you, I get that. I have Buddy, and Buddy's a therapy dog with Max. So he's Max's therapy dog. And if I don't have Buddy or he doesn't have Buddy, everybody asks, where's Buddy?
That's just it. Jasper's a service dog. And so if I don't take him somewhere, people are like, "Where's your dog?"
Yeah. Home Depot, especially. Like, why didn't you bring your dog?
So check out Supersonic Battle Squad and Dig It for Change on all platforms. And if they're not there, well, maybe they're not there, but they might be there soon. You don't know. But just check them out on other platforms because they're going to be there.
We try.
There's a lot of platforms, seriously. And a band recently shared, gosh, which band was it? I'm thinking back. I think it was a couple weeks ago. They said, you know, you really do have to be on multiple platforms to get yourself out there and to keep your audience engaged. So, you know.
It's a lot of work, this internet thing.
It is a lot of work. Oh, yeah.
I mean, not everybody's on Apple Music, so you gotta go, or iTunes, so you gotta go to CD Baby or whatever the hell.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of places nowadays that you can hear our music and buy our music, buy our merch.
Yeah, a lot of bands are getting to play live now.
To live.
Yeah.
Well, Digging for Change has T-shirts and hoodies available on Amazon.
Yeah. Ooh, Amazon, that's
Ooh,
awesome.
I'm going to put Digging for Change on Amazon.com. Amazon.
Yes, that's great. That's super smart. I like that plan. Yeah. Yeah, that's good.
Well, our bass player is Matthew Dinneman. He's an author. And so he sells his books on Amazon, and he designed some of our T-shirts and stuff. It was like, I'm going to put them on.
I had no idea about that.
That is awesome, dude.
Yeah, Matt Dinneman. He does. He's an artist and an author, and a heck of a bass player.
I agree.
But yeah, he's Blades of Dominion is one of his books, and he's got a new graphic novel comic gory thing called Kaiju out, and
Wow.
you know the newspaper clipping art with the goofy animals, like, you know, a cat wearing sunglasses and stuff like that, that's on top of newspaper.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's Matt.
Really? Bless you.
Gesundheit. You turned your microphone off, but I know what you were doing.
I know.
I was like, shit,
Bless
I got
you.
to pee. Thanks, guys. Appreciate.
We've got you.
I've been.
All right,
this has
guys.
been a weird
We
show for
have
me.
3 minutes left.
What the hell?
3 minutes. You have 3 minutes.
You're a 3-minute man. 3 minutes.
Allie, it's been such a pleasure to have you on.
Oh
You're
my
always
God.
really fun to hang out with. I miss hanging out with you in person, but someday.
It's only been a few days, but I missed you already.
Trying to figure out this online thing, and it's just as ADHD and schizophrenic as if you hang out with me in real life.
Yeah, it is. I hear you.
I don't know how we get along so well.
I can't help it. I have an attention span of look, a squirrel.
Oh my gosh, you guys, we had so many fun times tonight. And also, you know, in the past, well, I just kind of scratched the surface in the music scene, but you guys have been in the music scene for a few years, and it's
Long time.
it's very, I just love being connected with you guys. You've seen a lot, you've been part of it, and
We're all family.
I really respect that, and I feel that. I feel part of the community. I feel part of the family, and
You are family. We're all family. Like, this is the most expensive habit. I feel like almost on the planet.
it is.
Except for maybe like flying planes or something.
Yeah,
Girl,
definitely.
I play music and I like cars. I never have money.
I hear you. Cars and guitars. That's what we collect. And
Yeah.
drums.
Yeah.
So, yeah, but it's nice to have that connection with other people in our community.
It really is. Yeah.
We have such a large community, but at the same time, it feels about this damn big. It's just
Well,
so.
even with COVID, we've kept things going. So that's
But
why
then we're going to continue to keep things going.
music will never die. We won't let it.
Well, thanks for having me, guys. I'm going to go watch some nonsense television before I fall asleep.
That sounds
Go
like a
get on to your shows.
awesome way to unwind, my friend.
I love you, Allie. We'll see you very soon.
I'll take us out.
All right.
All right, my friend.
Happy Wednesday, everyone. See you next week. We got Atrocity Girl coming our way. Boom.
Good night, guys.